Hey guys. And so I'm just going to do this quick one before I go to bed because I'm having issues trying to understand. And before I get started, let me just say, let me tell you about this guy. His name is Terrence K. Williams. He is absolutely phenomenal, guys. He is just mind blowing amazing. He is funny. He is point on accurate. He is intelligent. I can't say enough good things about this guy. He is just, you have to go look him up on Facebook. Go look him up on YouTube. And then there's another guy. His name is David J. Harris Jr. Now, go look him up too because he is completely, they're both awesome. They are both Trump supporters. They're both very educated, very intelligent, very well spoken, very, I just want to say that these guys are absolutely amazing in what they do in their fields. And they both just really know what they're doing and saying. And they're passionate about their views, and they, just like me, have no problem letting you know where they stand. So go look them up. The names again are Terrence K. Williams, and the other one is David J. Harris Jr. They both have brand new books out. So go look them up. Go check out their books. Go check them out. They're highly recommended. Now, with that being said, both of them had what I would say was a very gentlemanly like response to Oprah's BS. Okay? And I'm just going to tell you, her BS is just that. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, okay? I get it. I completely and totally get it. Oprah was a part of the 70s. I was a kid in the 70s. She was sexually assaulted. She was abused. And I'm not trying to make light of that. Don't get me wrong, because you know what? Been there, done that, okay? And I'm not going to go into my life story because I'm just not. But let me tell you what. Just because, and I'm speaking from experience, okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that. Just because you are sexually assaulted and that results in a birth, just because you have childhood trauma and abuse, does not give you the right to blame every person of that sex or that race. It does not give you a free pass to be an ignorant bigot. And someone, please feel free to tell Oprah that I'm calling her out. Because you know what? I've been there. I've done that. Okay? I was raised in the group homes. Okay? I was neglected, abused, abandoned as a freaking child. Okay? And again, I'm not going into the details of it because there's just some of my life, yeah, it's painful. You don't want to bring it up. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to hash it out. But I guarantee you, it does not give you the right to try to make other people feel guilty. And I'm sorry, Oprah, I do not feel guilty because I'm white. You hear me? Don't. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel bad. And I'm sure the guy and oh my God, how freaking ignorant, how stupid can you sound by saying, because at the end of the day, they still had their whiteness. And what the fuck comfort? I want to know, what the fuck comfort was my whiteness supposed to bring me at the end of the day after I had been molested, abused, neglected? When I laid down at night, I couldn't cuddle up to my freaking whiteness. What the hell is she on? What is she talking about? When she lays down at night, does she cuddle her blackness? Because I tell you what, she ain't got a chick or a mate. So you can't think outside of yourself long enough to get a mate or a child. Now, I don't want to sit here and bash on Oprah. I could. Because nothing that she's been through as a black person, I can honestly say nothing she's been through I haven't experienced. Her story is that she was abused as a child. I was abused as a child. She was sexually assaulted and it resulted in a pregnancy. Yep, I got that one too. She's been racially profiled. Yep, I've got that one too. I've been racially profiled. I've told that story many a fucking times on how me and my husband go downtown to pick up his check at the hospital he works at, and freaking 3 police cars, all black cops, mind you, want to roll up to us and want to know what we're doing down in the hood, because if you're white in the hood and you've got a decent car, you must be down there either buying or dealing. I hate to tell black people this, Oprah, but you know, you don't corner the market on being racially profiled. Us in all of our whiteness, we are too. Anyway, I don't want to minimize the trauma that Oprah's been through in her life, because I've been there and I've done that, and it is painful. It is life-altering. It is scarring. But it's not an excuse. I can honestly say I have not spent one moment of 1 second of one day hating every fucking black man out there because I was sexually assaulted by one. I can honestly say I have not spent my life trying to suppress, oppress, repress, depress one single black person because the cops downtown racially profile us every single time we go down there, to the point where my husband literally had to go and get direct deposit. Because it was like we would go to a certain part of, just before you get to the hospital where he works at, they would 3 different cars, 2 cops per car, and they would want to know what we were doing in the hood in such a nice vehicle. So I mean, Oprah, stop. You know, if you don't like white people, stop playing the token game. Because how the hell can you swing arm in arm walking down Fa La 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 Lane and pretending to be friends with people like Dr. Phil and his wife and their staff? And yet, seriously, is that how you look at your so-called white friends? Or you don't even consider these people your friend? They're just tokens in your belt. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, they've still got their whiteness. What the hell does that even mean? I mean, what does that... I don't feel guilty for being white. I don't. Not at all. Not a single bit. I'm all for Trump 2020. Go Trump. Yeah, I'm hitting goofy ass tired right about now, but I just want to say it's all, it's Oprah. Just because you had a shitty childhood doesn't give you the right to a dictatorship, a guilt trip, and a bash on the white people fucking free pass. It just don't. So, I'm all glad that Terrence and David handled it respectfully in the way they did, because from a gentleman's point of view, I would not expect any less. I would not expect these 2 gentlemen, being what I know of them, and I don't know them personally, but I've followed them for a while. So being what I know of them, I wouldn't expect any less of these 2 guys than to handle a woman with complete and utter respect. But I'm here to tell you that just because you've had a hard knock life doesn't give you the free pass to be a racial bigot. I don't care what you went through. I'm out.